So we've all heard plenty of death penalty speeches, so I apologize. We're going to hear another one. But I'm for the death penalty. So, capital punishment, or the death penalty, is the highest form of sentencing in the United States justice system. It is only given out when criminals commit crimes such as capital treason, perjury, willfully causing a plane or train wreck, or raping someone under the age of 13. Currently, 35 states enforce the death penalty, including major states such as California, Texas, and Florida. And each state decides on what crime is so heinous enough that they consider punishable by death. The fact of the matter is that capital punishment is a proven and effective means of crime deterrence. Several recent university studies have discovered conclusive results. For example, a study by Emory University Economics Department Chairman Hashim Deskavich, can't pronounce his name, sorry about that, and Emory professors Paul Rubin and Joanna Shepard show that on average, every execution made deterred 18 murders, give or take 10 murders. So, according to their evidence, every execution deterred between 8 and 28 murders. Another study done by Nancy Mockin of the University of Colorado concluded that every execution deters between 5 and 6 murders, while pardoning a felon increases the murder rate by 1 to 1.5 every 3 people pardoned. So in other words, for every 3 people you pardon, 1 of them is likely to kill again. Another university by Professor Shepard of Clemson U reported identical results. The wait time on death row is outrageous, and I think we can all agree on that. And the Emory University saw a direct link between that wait time and the deterrent effect. They concluded that the longer an inmate stays on death row, the less of a deterring effect is present to the public. They also concluded that for every 3-year reduction, that another murder would be deterred. But perhaps the greatest power of the death penalty is one that we cannot measure, the power of fear. No one wants to die, and anyone will do anything just to make sure they don't. For example, an Iowa prisoner escaped from Texas from a prison transportation van with other prisoners on his way to Mexico. After his recapture, he stated to the judge that he made sure not to harm or kill any of the guards because of his fear of the Texas death penalty. Furthermore, he was also under the belief that Texas executed people for rape. So he not only refrained but protected the woman, like the female guard, from other passengers as well. Another woman in California held up a grocery store with an unloaded gun. She was caught, and when she was asked why she brought an unloaded gun, she said, "So I wouldn't panic, kill someone, and get the death penalty." Capital punishment is also 100% effective in deterring the one criminal executed from committing any other crimes. It sounds stupid, but look at this. USA Today reports that in recent years, state and federal correctional facilities reported a 27% increase on inmate violence and a 32% increase on inmate on staff attacks. The people that are sentenced to death and go on death row are violent people. They've done something wrong so that the crimes consider them punishable with death, and nothing is stopping them if we house them in jail to commit any other crimes. Negative consequences have an effect on behavior, and the death penalty serves as an ultimate consequence, your life. And that will have an effect on any crime, no matter what he says.
Can you tell me the time that speech ran?
3:58.
All right. As opposed to the time that it is now. All right. All right. It's never a good idea to start with an apology, but we do know what the topic is. You do make a claim, but the claim has multiple parts to it, so you need to simplify it. There's no preview of what the structure is going to be, so as I'm listening, I'm having to invent a structure as we go along. Since none of the secondary issues are really labeled numerically, if I'm paying close attention, I should be able to pick out a couple of things. And as I'm listening, there's a deterrence argument, there's a wait time argument, there's a power of fear argument, there's a certainty argument. I think it would be easy to have a simple declarative sentence for each of those, preview those, and follow that structure through the speech and make your speech more coherent than it is. As it is, it just starts off with reading evidence. You've got good information that you're citing, but you're telling us what the evidence is. You're not telling us what the inference is from that evidence first. Afterwards, we'll probably figure out what that inference is, but we're having to do the work, and you should be the one who's making that happen. That's the way oral communication is going to be more effective. I thought you had a couple of good examples, some statistical data based on a couple of studies. You qualified the studies and you gave us sources for them. The examples, I think, need some citation as well. It's a big generalization that you're making. I think you could probably use a little bit more information on each of those points. Your exit could be a little bit stronger as well. All right, thank you.